Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good. How's your week?
Pretty good.
Did you do anything fun?
Not really. Just do some assignments.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna work on echosace with you. So do you want to just play through that for me?
Okay.
You don't have to play the repeats.
Okay.
Wow, that was really good. Good job. I can tell that main melody that comes back, you're really comfortable with that, which is always a good thing. So what is something you think you did well, and what's something you think you might need to work on?
I think I did like the articulation, like the staccatos and stuff pretty good. I need to work on the first line going into the second line and the dynamics.
Yeah, I agree with both of those things. I think your articulations were really good. You had the slurs, but then you also did the staccatos. So yeah, that was really good. And then yeah, just that going into that second line, there's just a few note errors. So do you want to actually go over those, just like the last measure of the first line and the first measure of the second line?
Yeah.
Let's just do hands separate. Do you want to do your left hand first, starting on the F sharp? Okay, good. So what can you tell me about in measure 4? What note is that in your left hand?
F sharp and D.
Okay, good. And then what about the next measure?
Oh, that's G.
G. Good. Yeah. So yes. Yes, that was good. Okay. Play now, let's go into it. Play the measure before that, so the C. And so play let's play this measure 2, 3, and 4. Just your left hand. Good. Okay, so are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think there's a lot of ledger lines, so like it's totally yeah, that's totally fine. And then let's just do your right hand really quick. Can you start in measure 3? Okay, I think measure 3 was really good. What do you notice about the last measure or the last note in measure 3 and the first note in measure 4? Like, are they the same note? Is one higher than the other?
So A and C.
Um, okay. So I asked that not in a good way. Okay, so what is the note? What are the notes in measure 4 for your right hand?
C, A sharp, B, D,
Right,
C.
right. So when you are playing your right hand, you go A, B, C, D, and then are you gonna go up or down for
Down.
down, right? So can you play those notes for me? Okay, so yes, you got the C. Now, can you play the second note for me? That A sharp.
Oh.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so now play those two measures. Just your right hand, and yeah. There you go. Okay, now let's put hands together. Good. Yes, that was so good. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so there's something I want to talk about. Do you notice any like patterns in this piece or any like repeated parts?
The last line and the second line are pretty similar.
Yeah, yeah. They they're actually identical, really.
Yeah.
So there's also do you like there's this pattern of like 2/16 notes and then an eighth note, like that's just moving down. Do you know
Yeah.
what that's called in music? It's totally okay if you don't.
I know it, but I forgot the word.
Yeah, no, that's really so we call that a sequence when there's a musical passage that is like repeated just like at a higher or lower pitch. So it's the same passage, it's just moved down a third. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this kind of goes along with what an echostasis. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but do you know what an echostasis is?
Not really.
So it's a type of dance that goes to that's in 2/4 time.
Oh,
So what is our time signature for this piece?
2/4.
Right. So that's a fitting name, right?
Yeah.
And what's funny is it actually is a French word, but it means Scottish. So it was the dance was popular in France, but I guess it like originated in Scotland. I don't know. So each time you play the sequence, it's like a new like um dance move, you know? Imagine like there's a row of girls and a row of guys and they're like doing partner dances, but each move that they do um goes along to each of those like phrases. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's see. Do you want to just play? I think we can play with the dynamics just a little bit. Do you want to play the first two lines? And I mean, it only says forte. It doesn't give us a lot of dynamics. So just play around and just play it however you want. And then we'll see how it sounds and we'll see what we want to fix. Does that make sense? Okay. So just the first two lines. Good. How did that feel?
I think it's pretty okay. So I went like the forte at the start, a little decrescendo, and then a crescendo, and then decrescendo, and then a bit louder than decrescendo, and then just
Yeah, I thought that was so good. What do you notice about like how the notes move and what you did with your dynamics? Like, is there like a relationship between the two?
yeah. So like the higher notes is the loudest one, and then once you go down, it decrescendos, and then when you go up, it's a crescendo.
Right. Yeah, I thought you did a really good job of that. Noticing that. So, I know you're probably not going to practice this again, but I would have you do the same thing at home for the second two measures because we're just about out of time. But overall, I think you did a really great job. I think your articulations are so good. You even got in the left hand in the second line, measure 6, when you have all these staccatos and then you have a slur and you totally did that, which I was impressed with. That was really good. And yeah, I think this is a good piece. Just those few minor note issues, but if you had more time to practice, I'm sure you would like get over that. So do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you did a great job, and I guess Leo is gonna work with you now.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Amy.
Bye.
How was your lesson with Olivia? Did
It was
go
pretty
well?
good.
Awesome. Yeah, she's a really nice person. So we had a good time in the lesson. So we're working on aria and D minor today on page 12.
Yeah.
And could you play it through without the repeats?
Yeah. So sometimes like on the like the little circle things.
The circle thing?
Yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes takes a while to find them.
oh, okay. Wait, where's the circle thing?
Like there's like in measure 5 there's a B circle thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll explain to you that after you play it through, and yeah, you could go from there, I think.
Okay.
you mind if I cut you here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was actually surprised that you did a really good job on the rhythm. If you see the first measure, there's like the 32-second, 30-second note and a 16 note.
Yeah.
Right after that, and you played that rhythm perfectly. And your articulation was good too, very solid note. And yeah, I think what we could work on today will be the trills.
Yeah.
Yeah, trills are tricky, and um, the music here wrote down some examples for you, but they're kind of all different. I came up with a solution for this, and I'm going to teach you what mordent and turn is. And first, do you have a pencil?
Yeah.
So on measure 5, I want you to write this. Can you see it? Like
Not really.
Can you see like the S?
Oh,
Can you write that down?
okay.
And on measure 7, you write the S down.
Okay.
And for measure 16, can you write this down?
Okay.
And on measure 9,
Okay.
and the last one will be the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, have you seen this symbol before?
What?
Have you seen these symbols before?
No.
No? Yeah, you see them in Baroque music sometimes. More it's a have you played inventions before? Bach inventions?
Yes.
Some music have mordents like this scribbly thing. This thing,
Uh-huh.
the scribbly thing, and it means you start from the note that you're playing. So this will be D, and then you'll go up and down. So could you try playing this for me? How is it? Yes, that's right. And this, and the last one. Nice. Yeah, you got it. It's simple. Yeah, it's pretty easy to figure out how these work. And the last one will be a turn. What do you think the turn is? So the turn will be like the S thing here.
Like go up and then go down too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Very close. You start from one note above the note, and you go down 2 notes and go back to the note that you started. You not started with, but go up 1.
Okay.
So could you try playing this with the turn? Could you do that one more time? I couldn't hear that well. Oh, it's in the opposite direction. That's why. So for this, don't look at this. It's like you start one note above. So E, D, C, and land on E. Yes, that's right. And that will be the turn.
Okay.
Yes, that's perfect. And ornaments. These symbols are called ornaments, and ornaments are there for music to make more music more elaborate and fancier. And yeah. So could you play only the right hand until measure 8?
Okay.
Nice. You did the trills pretty well, but could we try starting from measure 5 and do the turns that I told you earlier? So I'll play as an example. So measure 5 will be you start from D. Let's start from the D on the second measure, and it'll be like close. You started from the C, but you played D, and right after that you play the D again, and do the turn. Yes, that's right.
Oh.
It's a little bit confusing because you go 2 notes down and start from the 1 note above this C, but I think you can do it. Could you start from measure 5? Oh, close. Do you want to try that again? I couldn't hear that well. Could you try it again? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was right. And that's what turn is. It was like, the turn.
Yeah.
And for number 7 on the last, the trill on the last note, you played it 5 notes, which is perfect because it tells you to play 5 notes on this music, but to make it simpler, and I think 3 notes will sound more better. So could you try playing it on only the 3 notes? So you played 5. Oh wait, did you? Yes. So yes, that's right. That's really close. Um, so I think we are finished with the trills and the turns, and I want to cover about the phrase. So what do you notice about is there any repeated patterns in this music?
Yeah.
What is the repeated rhythm?
It's like the 32nd and the 16th and then the 8th.
Yes, that's right. And throughout the music, there's these it's upside down, but if you look at measure 1 and 2, these are the rhythms that's repeated throughout the piece.
Yeah.
So I want you to group them like this.
Like the slur.
Yes. And the third measure and the fourth measure. And the fifth measure will be only one measure. And from the sixth to eighth measure will be one group. And yeah, let's just concentrate on these first several measures. And I want you to imagine this one slurs are one conversation. So first, somebody will ask what you're doing once. And next, they'll be like, no, it's lasagna. And another person will ask, was it lunch? And somebody else will be, was sandwich. So every group will be like a one conversation between one people. So I want you to imagine that while you play. So you
Okay.
start from measure one.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, that's one conversation. You did it really nice. And could you play measure from measure 3 to measure 8?
Okay.
Oh, you did the trills and turns perfectly, which was really great. And yeah, your playing sounded more like a conversation, like answer and question and answer.
Yeah.
So that was really great. How did you feel about that? Did it feel pretty new?
Yeah,
Or
I think it sounded like more like communicating with each other.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I think in these beginning measures, between each conversation, you can have dynamic contrast between them. You can play around with dynamics between the conversations. So I want you to decide what the first measure, the dynamics of the first measure. What would you like it to be? Our first group. What would you like it to be?
I think it can be like a piano and then like a small crescendo
Mm-hmm.
and then decrescendo.
Oh, that would be really nice, actually. Do you want to write these things down?
Okay. And then like the high B can be the highest, like the loudest note.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. What would you like the second group to be?
Um, I think it can be another smaller crescendo.
Mm-hmm.
And then it can be another crescendo.
Another crescendo. Oh, okay.
On the third group, it can be a decrescendo to mezzo forte.
Oh, okay. You can come up with any dynamics. You can change the dynamics on the music too.
Okay.
What would you like the next group to be?
After the mezzo forte, it can be a decrescendo
Decrescendo?
and then another decrescendo to like
Crescendo.
piano.
Okay. That's nice. Okay. Sometimes Baroque music, do you did you recognize that you don't see much dynamic symbols in them? You see
Yeah.
like piano and forte. But I think it'll like the piano playing will be better if we have some shape in our music.
Yeah.
So I want you to play from measure 1 to measure 8 with the dynamics that you wrote in.
Okay.
Nice. You did it really great. And for practice, which I know that you will do this, I want you to play these the beginning 7 measures with separating like with only practicing one group at a time. So the first measure and second measure will be one group.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and so on. I want you to practice each group individually.
Okay.
And yeah, and practice the turns and the trills.
Yeah. Okay.
And make sure that it's on start from the beat. So and the mordents will be up. So I think that's it for the lesson now. I think I went long. Did you go too long? Dr. Wilson's gonna get mad at me. Not mad, but
It's okay.
well, thank you for meeting with us today, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, Amy.
Bye.
Bye.